If you're a real estate agent, I'm about to let you in on why exactly you should stop selling houses when it comes to social media and what exactly to do instead. This is a very simple way that you can separate yourself from 99% of other real estate agents. Not only will this increase your lead flow, but it will save you years and years of making the same mistake that many people already make. I know time is valuable, so let's just get straight into it. You have to understand that you have nothing if you don't understand your audience. Like, that is the number one key takeaway. If you take anything from this video, understand that understanding your audience will set you apart from everything and everybody else. You can have the most skill, you can have the highest level of expertise, you can have the most volume done for this quarter or whatever the case may be, but none of that even matters. It's all just a feather in the wind if you don't understand your audience and if you can't reach them consistently. You quite literally cannot be chosen by anybody if you can't be seen. And there just so happens to be a lot of realtors out there right now that maybe aren't that good at the job as you are, but they are better at being seen than you are. And that's why they keep on getting the business over you and everybody else. And even if it happens to be one of those strange cases where they're getting seen a lot, but not getting business, guess what? The fact that they're just getting seen over and over and over again by your audience, because you share the same audiences with these realtors, that alone puts you at a disadvantage and them at an advantage every single time. So you may be asking yourself now, how exactly do you start understanding your audience, but not only that, actually reaching them consistently? Well, it's a simple framework that goes, you got to give them what they want to see. You got to tell them what they want to hear. You have to meet them where they are. And most importantly, you have to speak their language. By nature, real estate agents just are some selfish individuals when it comes to their business. And that's understandable. You do something great, you should be a little bit selfish in your victory. And the simple fact that you are in the career, that if you don't put in the work, you won't get anything from it. You are a contractor. You should have a little bit of selfishness about you and your business. I get it. But when it comes to social media, I guarantee that way of thinking is sometimes a little bit more harmful than you want it to be. In this case, you actually have to be as selfless as possible. And it all starts with giving your audience what they actually want to see. If you do not give your audience what they want to see, well, then they'll never watch your videos in the first place. And they have to actually watch to get to know, like, and trust you and eventually reach out to you. But it all starts with actually giving them what they want to see. The houses, the neighborhoods, the things to do, that's stuff they actually want to see. They don't care about seeing a day in your life. They don't care about seeing what takes place behind the scenes of a realtor. No, you have to put yourself in their shoes and understand what is it that they actually want to see every time they hop on social media, every time they get on YouTube and search something. What is it that they're looking for? And actually make that type of content for them. You got to tell them what they want to hear too. You can't just give them what they want to see. Once you get them on that video, you got to have something of value to tell them. The words that you say will in turn affect how they react to your video. And sometimes it's even the number one indicator that they will eventually reach out to you if you say the right words to them, because they understand you. Now, obviously, matching that with consistency is important. Meeting them where they are. Every single body is on social media right now. That's exactly where you have to meet them at. You have to find the best way to continuously show up on their feeds, because that's practically where everybody is living right now. That's on the feeds. That's on social media. And you have to speak their language. You cannot hop on social media and expect that if you speak this commercialized talk, that they'll understand that. And not only that, that they'll actually like you for it. The feeds are extremely saturated with everybody saying the same exact thing in the same exact way, only because they think they have to do it that way. But realistically speaking here, if you just take off that mask of I'm a realtor, here's my job, this is me, then you will have more success doing that. You have to stop selling what they already need. What does that mean? The audience that you're trying to reach is already looking for a house. They're already looking to buy, sell, rent, whatever the case may be. Why exactly would you hop on social media to try to sell that thing, knowing that people don't necessarily like to be sold to, especially when it's not necessary? If somebody is already looking for something and somebody is already needing something, what would you sell it for? Instead, document it, show them. There are other ways to go about it other than to try to sell everybody on that thing. I guarantee you, nobody impulsively buys what may most likely be the biggest purchase of their life. This is 9 times out of 10 something that's been thought through, talked about, and eventually settled on. So they've already sold themselves on this idea. Now they just need to take that actionable step. That's where you come in. When you hop on social media, there's no need to go over that step of trying to sell them on it first. They've already sold themselves. And by the way, the more that you try to sell, the less authentic you come off. And I guarantee people are craving authenticity nowadays more than ever. Every real estate agent on social media is blending in as we speak. And so why would you hop on social media and try to do the exact same thing that everybody else is doing with the knowledge that you'll just get drowned out in the pack? Stop trying to sell. It's kind of like walking into a shoe store, knowing that you need a certain pair of shoes, right? And when you walk in a shoe store, you have about 3 employees bombarding you, say, hey, we got this discount going on. You look like a Nike person. Let's go check this out over here. Oh my gosh, look at you. Look at that. Look at this. It's like, whoa, let's just take a breather here. Let's just take a step back. Why are you bombarding me with all this information that I don't really care for at the moment? They're thinking that you have to be sold to when you've already sold yourself on the fact that you are getting a pair of shoes. So instead, you walk out and you go 3 stores down to the other shoe store that has the exact same pair of shoes that you're looking for. And they say something like, hey, what are you looking for today? You tell them, they bring you the pair of shoes, you buy it, and you're in and out just like that. You have what you wanted and they have what they wanted. Same thing applies, just in this case, you have to 10x that want factor, because you got to understand, again, this is one of the bigger purchases that they will make in their life. When it comes to social media posting, fancy gets flash and simple gets cash. You have to understand, as an agent trying to utilize social media to the best of your ability, the audience that you're trying to target is likely not going to care that you're trying to do your best. They already have it in their mind that you are a literal walking commercial that they want to avoid at all costs. Yes, that's how your audience really thinks about you and every other real estate agent in the market. They all think you're scammers. They all think you're no good. They all think you just try to sell, and they're sick of it. So when you consistently, that's the word, consistently put out higher production videos, it makes you look like more of a walking commercial than you already seem to be in their eyes. Everything seems a little bit artificial, everything seems a little bit too fancy for their likeness. It's okay if you want to put out one of them fancy videos every once in a while, right? But if you try to make that your entire brand, not only will you likely be at a disadvantage when it comes to the amount of volume that you can put out with those types of videos, but you will significantly decrease the amount of people that have the chance to even like you in the first place. You just want to give people a chance to like and know and trust you. But if you do that over and over again, your chances really go down. They're not seeing the real you. They're not getting as much value as they want out of you. So it really just becomes a case of serving you and your brand a little bit too much over serving them and what they need. Too much fancy serves your brand in an industry of client service. Think about that. I want you to ask yourself, if both of those types of videos work, but one is free and it saves you a whole lot of time, meaning that you can do more and more of that, which one would you do at that point? Now, I think the answer would be quite simple, which is simplicity wins, but I don't think a lot of people get that. Leave you with one last thing here. Remember that every time you post, be a person first instead of a realtor first. Be a person that can connect with other people first, and you will start to see a lot more people flood your DMs with, hey, can I work with you? Hey, I want more information about this. That's how social media works nowadays. That authenticity will win in a world full of stuff that really just isn't authentic. As always, if you do want to work with me and join the community and taking advantage of this social media gold rush for real estate agents, the link will be down below in the description. It's a lot of great things and tools in that community that will help you speed up that process and turning social media into your #1 lead generation source. Not only that, but doing it the most chill way possible. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, though. I will see y'all very soon. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Now go out there and just be personable.